Welcome to Finish the Race, a conservative Christian podcast where we'll dive deep into the current events and social issues affecting Americans.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
In times like these, truth, principles, and solutions matter. Through God's Word, we can restore our true American values, faith, family, and country.
However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying to the good news of God's grace.
Now, here's your host, Eric-Thompson.
Hi, welcome to another podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Eric-Thompson, and this is FinishTheRace.com, our daily podcast, as we go over some of the articles that I've been writing on there the past few days, in case you haven't been over to the website. It also gives me an opportunity to share my thoughts on the big picture. Now, as the website continues to grow and we get other people on writing, then we'll expand this into a live call-in where you can chat and give me your feedback on what's going on. But the United States of America is in really, really big trouble. We're way past the point of being Republicans, Democrats, center aisle. Some people cross over. Most people won't. Some handshakes. Okay, well, we're gonna move a little to the left and a little to the right, and we're going to get along. The progressives are in full-out Civil War mode against traditional America. And when I say progressives, we're talking a macro, global progressives against traditional Americans. What's taking place every single day in the United States is a systematic dismantling of our system. Everything from the education system, shifting the emphasis from being on time, writing with good penmanship, getting A's, doing your homework, listening to the teachers, being a good classmate. Those don't matter anymore. What matters now is when your kindergarten teacher asks you, do you ever think, Julie, that you might be Johnny? When the teacher says, you're white, and did you know that white people are bad and the people of color have been oppressed, and so you should apologize to them, Julie or Johnny? When people of color are given special exemptions or benefits or lower test scores to achieve, the education system is no longer in the pursuit of equipping American students to lead the world. They're social justice, Marxist portals of indoctrination. The Great Reset is pushing through blackrock-financial, an ESG score, which has already now infiltrated all of the banks and insurance companies. And it's a social credit score that they're going to apply to each individual American. And eventually, if you want a mortgage, they're going to look up your social justice scores to see how you tweet. What do you post? Are you pro-Black Lives Matter, against Black Lives Matter, pro-Antifa? Are you pro-LGBT? Or are you neutral on LGBT? Or could you really care less about LGBT? Are you in a company that has the correct amount of women or people of color or diversity on your board or your employee numbers? Are you supporting the Green New Deal? Are you driving less? Are you buying an electric car? Do you keep your air conditioning off? So we have the environmentalists in full motion right now. And I wrote a story about it today where Biden's not using the military or any of the powers he has, this emergency act to get them to help drill oil. But no, he's using his power today, Joe Biden, to buy more solar panels and insulation. Yeah, to work on making homes more efficient in the future and solar powered for the future. But he didn't do anything today to help try to get the gasoline prices down. Why is that? Because in the Green New Deal, in the Great Reset, in the United Nations Agenda 2030, everything needs to be going towards zero emissions by 2030. There's no way the Biden administration can turn back now. They are in bed and they are in full motion and they are in place for a time like this. And even Fink, who runs the blackrock-financial, one of the evil guys of the Great Reset, said that inflation is definitely not transitory. It is here to stay. Pricing's not going to be going down on these items. Gasoline's going to continue to go up. And the left doesn't care that voters are upset at them. That's when you know we've done a paradigm shift. Trying to force people to buy cars, electric cars, forcing the auto manufacturers to make electric cars only, starting in 2025. So by 2030, there won't be any new models of vehicles with gas-powered engines in them by 2030, which means they'll start to phase out gas pumps. They'll charge a premium tax or a pollution tax if you still want to drive a car on gasoline in only a few years. They're pouring across the border every single day from the Mexican-American border. From over 150 different nations, people pouring in. Another 10,000 South American migrants, they call themselves, or formed another caravan that's coming up. And people just keep pouring and pouring in. Now, how do they live, considering that BlackRock Financial and its subcompanies have been buying up $40, $50, $60 billion worth of residential properties and brand new housing tracts, flipping them immediately in Phoenix and these major markets like Atlanta into overpriced rentals, the entire housing tract. Remember, 2030, the Great Reset, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy about it. You'll rent everything. You won't have a car. You won't own a house. Medical will be free for you. You'll get a basic universal income. That's just some of the items that are underway right now. So as we're dealing with, why is the White House doing these things? Because they are part of the deconstruction of the burning down, tearing down of the American capitalistic system. A new article came out from Breitbart that Karen Jean-Pierre, White House press secretary, she said that you need to remember the gas prices are higher, even higher in every other country. So it's not that, it's bad, but it could be worse. $6.35 a gallon in California, but hey, it's higher in other countries. Does that blow you away or what? She said it's really important that people understood that prices are higher across the globe. In some of the articles I wrote today, Elon Musk is threatening to end his acquisition of Twitter over fake accounts. Twitter keeps lying to him. They won't tell him what percentage of the accounts on Twitter are fake. And he's getting serious. He's told the SEC, you know what? If I don't get real numbers here, which I'm required to, and I deserve to get, it's part of my offer to purchase the company, to acquire it. I want to know what percentage are bots. A bot is a software application that's programmed to do certain tasks. They're automated. Makes it look like that's why Joe Biden, half of his accounts are fake. Dozens of Georgia churches left the Methodist denomination over LGBT. LGBT has taken over the leadership of one of the largest denominations in America. And the Christians, the real Christians, are like, we're out of here. So they were given permission by the mothership to leave. Dozens of Georgia churches. Now you have different things going on with guns right now. Today was D-Day, and Joe Biden didn't mention it at all. I wrote about it. I'll get to here in a second. But the GOP rhinos are working with Democrats, and they're going after the Second Amendment now. And they keep talking about something called red flag laws. A red flag law is unconstitutional because what a red flag law says is if somebody doesn't think you should have a gun, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, family member, and they're mad, red flag law will let you or whoever to call the police anonymously and say, John Smith has guns and I think he's a danger to himself, with no proof, no investigation. The police will show up, knock on the door, demand the weapons lawfully owned by an American citizen because of their Second Amendment rights, and those rights will be trampled on and they'll take their guns. And then the American has to go to court and convince a judge they should get their guns back. Haven't done anything wrong. If a judge says no, then they just melt down the guns. Those are red flag laws. A anti-gun neighbor can find out because you have a Marine Corps flag in your front yard. They assume you have guns. They can call the police on you and say, my neighbor's a vet and I think he's dangerous. Okay, well, the law says we have to go at least investigate. Give me your guns. Those are red flag laws. My question for anybody, why would you trust our government to do anything? What does the government do well? How's the government been doing with the VA? How's the government doing with the budget? How's the government been doing with international affairs? How's government been doing after spending $16 trillion fighting the war on poverty? How are the urban areas doing? How's our country doing with race relations? How's it doing with now this forced indoctrination through the education system? Yeah, we're going to go to the government. Somehow, government, even though out of 340 million Americans and 400 million guns, there's very, 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 very few shootings. Most of them are gang-related inside urban areas with handguns. But regardless of that, regardless of the facts and the data, we need the government to try to heavily restrict and take away people's Second Amendment rights. Now, DeSantis in Florida, he's doing the opposite. He just signed a bill pushing for school safety and mental health funding in Florida, not gun laws. So you can see all these articles on finishtherace.com. GOP Senate rhinos target Second Amendment with Dems. DeSantis pushes school safety and mental health, not gun laws. Georgia church is leaving Methodist denominations over LGBT. I have an article here. Vernon Jones said that straight white males are the most discriminated group in the U.S. and should have their own Pride Month. Yeah, white Christian men. An article about a drag the kids to Pride Day that took place in a homosexual bar in Dallas. There's videos. Joe Biden was actually evacuated from his house over the weekend. I have a question. Is $20 per gallon gas coming? About Musk. And then how Biden orders more solar panels but doesn't expand drilling. And some of the Tampa Bay Ray players said no to wearing an LGBT pride patch on their uniform over the weekend, saying, hey, you guys can, you can have your Pride Month, but biblically speaking, I can't support that. So let's just agree to disagree on this. How does that sound? Today is D-Day, January 6th. And as someone who served in the Marine Corps, the fact that Joe Biden didn't mention it today while he was tweeting about the need for gun laws, he totally blew off that on June 6, 1944, American GIs led the liberation of Europe from Nazism as they landed on the coast of Normandy with British and Canadian allies. 156,000 troops, 5,000 ships, 11,000 aircraft. Over 4,000 Allied troops died in that one fight. President Trump never missed it. Every year he celebrated it as when in the White House. And actually on the 75th anniversary of D-Day, he traveled to France and gave one of his most powerful speeches during his presidency. But not Joe Biden. Joe Biden tweeted that today. He didn't tweet anything about D-Day, but he did tweet that I met with survivors of the Tulsa massacre this week to help fill the silence. And then he tweeted again, after Columbine, after Sandy Hook, Charleston, Orlando, Vegas, Parkland, nothing's been done. This time, this can't be true. This time we must actually do something. But then this guy named Gradavis Graham tweeted, Biden snubbed D-Day instead of tweeting about the heinous Tulsa race massacre from a century ago, redefining America as systemically racist. I guess is more important in his administration is their priorities in honoring our troops and fought and died to liberate Europe from the Nazis. And I finished the article. Biden takes off for Delaware nearly every weekend after putting in a paltry 20 to 30 hours a week of documented activities, and very seldom does anything that makes you feel like America has a president who puts our national interests first. Instead, we know Joe's compromise following Hunter's business dealings with at least China and Ukraine. And that is our president of the United States. Hey, about a year and a half ago, my wife and I had huge cell phone bills, and we got tired of it. And I had already used Sprint, AT&T, and then I was with T-Mobile. And I got tired of it because my T-Mobile bill kept going up and down. They had all these fees I couldn't figure out. And then if we went over on our data, they would ding me really hard. So I heard about a company called Pure Talk USA. Pure Talk USA in the Atlanta, Georgia area. I went over to the website, getpuretalk.com, getpuretalk.com. And I said, okay, well, let me put in my same plan that I have right now, okay? And then I'm going to keep my phones. I'm going to keep my phone numbers. So I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to order my SIM cards, check out, put in a promo code. What is it? FLS, 3 letters, FLS. And then it gave me 50% off my first month on my Pure Talk bill, which is 50% less than what I was paying on T-Mobile. So you can do the same thing today. The average family saving $900 a year without buying any equipment, signing up for a contract, or switching phone numbers. So check it out. Go to getpuretalk.com, find the plan that's right for you. If you want to get new phones, they're discounted. If you don't want to, order the SIM cards. Put in the promo code FLS at checkout, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. Customer service, A-rated, out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. CEO is a U.S. veteran, top-rated wireless company, and they don't charge you if you go over on your data. And even when you get your SIM cards in the mail from Pure Talk, you put them in your phones. You turn on your phones, nothing changes. You're on the exact same 5G network you were on. You're using the exact same towers as one of the big carriers, but for about half the cost. Check them out. Nothing to lose. GetPureTalk.com. Promo code FLS. MyPillow has huge sales going on right now. If your neck hurts when you sleep and you need a great pillow, check out mypillow.vip. If you need new sheets from the Giza region of Egypt that are soft and breathable and durable, huge sales on those also. Go to mypillow.vip. If you need a mattress topper, which is 3 inches of foam, you roll out on your mattress feels brand new again for pennies on the dollar compared to a new mattress. Go to mypillow.vip. They also have great towel sets, slippers, and everything else. Go to mypillow.vip. Use the same promo code of FLS to get up to 66% or more off of MyPillow products. And lastly, this is really important if you have a 401k, an IRA, pensions. If you have an IRA, a retirement plan you cannot afford to lose, that you have a fixed payment or you're about to retire and you know what your payment's going to be and you cannot afford for a collapse in the economy or for a correction like 2008, and you're like, I can't risk that the way the dollar could possibly go south, and we've got the digital currency coming and everything else. Do me a favor. You'll hear Sean Hannity and everybody else recommending this company called Goldco. They've helped place over $1 billion of people's retirements into gold or silver. Go to this website, getgoldco.com. Getgoldco.com. And this is all you do. You order your free 2022 Wealth Protection Kit. That's it. Tells you about the little-known IRS loophole that can help you protect your IRA, 401k, pension, retirement savings from inflation. 100% legal, and it tells you everything. And it's going to explain to you how your buying power could go decrease by more than 50% if you stay in the dollar. And other things. Free 32-page wealth protection kit. All you do is you put your name, first name, last name, phone number, email, and it's sent to you. So go to getgoldco.com. Order your free 2022 wealth protection kit that Americans are using to protect their retirement savings. Thank you again for listening to this. If you have any questions, you can email me at eric@finishtherace.com, eric@finishtherace.com. But like I said, we're going to be going to live call-in and some other things here in the near future. But you can email me and say, hey, why don't you talk about this? But the main thing is, and I'll close with this. We only have there's only one way that we can preserve our constitutional republic. We have to deconstruct the federal government, and then we have to basically reverse everything that got us in this mess. The 35 to 40 million people in the country illegally need to start leaving. We need to update by taking the House and the Senate with huge GOP majorities in Trump or DeSantis in the White House in 24, and we need to say gut immigration. There is no longer asylum into the United States. There's no longer amnesty, and there's no longer chain migration. If you do that, the invasion stops. Because they get here and then they go back. There's no way, there's no justification for them to be kept. Then what I would do is do some military exercises on the border with Mexico, and while that's happening, the Seabees and the Army guys can finish the wall. Secure the border. Remove any magnet for someone to coming in the country illegally. Start deporting anyone. Tell the IRS no payments can be made to someone who's not a citizen. Pull out of the Paris Accord. Outlaw ESG scores. That American citizens cannot be forced into buying products or services by having to change their views on social media and what they post and how they act. If they have to become good little green soldiers like the China does with their social credit score with their citizens. And that's just the beginning of what we have to do. But we are at the point now that every day we are losing our nation, and we're losing it quickly. And regardless, if you're a nice person, you want to get along with everybody, just keep in mind the left are globalist. They've already initiated a civil war against us. And they are winning, and they are winning big time. And the only way we fix it is to reverse it, get everything back local, close the Department of Education, get everything local, get rid of the Paris Accord, move the United Nations out of here and say, you know what? We don't want to be part of this global monstrosity called the New World Order. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Finish the Race. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
My friends and I love it.
It's drastically changed my life.
For more information and updates, please visit finishtherace.com. To get in touch with others in our community, please visit magabook.com. We thank you once again for tuning in. Have a blessed day.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
And we got special pricing if you go to mypillow.vip. MyPillow.vip will forward you over to my special pricing page, and make sure you use the promo code FLS at checkout. MyPillow.vip promo code is FLS.
We all have smartphones. Isn't it time for a smart plan? Pure Talk USA offers Simply Smarter Wireless that covers 99% of Americans. Stop overpaying for wireless. Unlimited plans start as low as $20 per month and include the same great coverage. You never pay for any data overage fees, and Pure Talk USA never turns off your data. No contracts, no hidden fees, no surprises. If you're thinking our absurdly low cost means less coverage, think again. Pure Talk USA operates on the largest GSM network in the U.S. to ensure you're connected virtually anytime, anywhere. And our 4G LTE network
now
provides
5G.
the fastest internet speeds like more expensive carriers. You can keep your same phone and your same phone number. Add multiple lines to save 20% off your total bill. Go to puretalkusa.com and do something smart today. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $20 per month. No contracts, no activation fees, no reasons not to try. Come to puretalkusa.com and see how much you can save. Enter this promo code
FLS.
to receive 50% off your first month.
Promo code FLS. Go to getpuretalk.com. Promo code FLS. Save up to $900 a year per family. Getpuretalk.com. Promo code FLS.